Morning guys, hope you're well. So welcome to my Live for 5 on Tuesday morning. So today's all about Ferrari. I had a bit of a evening dilemma, this morning's dilemma actually. I'm not passionate about cars. I think that's the bottom line. I don't find cars attractive. So I thought of a different way of how to tackle this morning because I'd sort of lost my mojo a bit. I got up a little bit later this morning. I just didn't feel it. You know, talking about cars and an actual model of a car just doesn't excite me. It doesn't. And I think the reality check is I had a load of comments yesterday on a post I put on Facebook. And I just don't get it. So I just change my tact a little bit. Because what I do find very interesting, I am going to still talk about Ferrari today. But what I do find very interesting is the culture. And that's what today's about. Today's going to be about the culture of Ferrari and what Enzo Ferrari brought to that team and what it still stands for today. Because that really excites me. That really ticks my box because I love learning and listening to people within their business and what they've done with it. You know, Steve Jobs, you know, Enzo Ferrari was like the Steve Jobs of the automotive world. You know, he really took it by storm. And the word culture, just so I read the definition now. The idea is customs and social behaviour of a particular person or society. Really interested in that. Well, you know, we all know and we should know. And if you don't, then culture within your team or workplace, such an important part of life. And what Enzo Ferrari did, he was so passionate about his cars and he built his business from scratch. You know, he built it from scratch. Ferrari was his from the very beginning. But there was three things that I took from Enzo from looking into him that I know that he's resonated within his business now. And that is cultural. Is one, he wanted everything to be stylish. He wanted everything to be done with style. So if you work with style. The sort of how I see Italians, it's just in style. You know, they might wear the same clothes as me, but they carry it off in such a way that it's stylish. And that's what a Ferrari is stylish to the T. And they were very, he was adamant that anything he put out, anything he made was with style. And he's still achieved that. Nowadays, you can look at these Ferraris and think, if you don't think they're stylish, that's one thing I do agree with. They are style in a car. So the second one for me was that he was very, very much into his innovation. And that's been brought out ever more so because, I mean, they've been in the Formula One since it started. You know, the last 50, 60 years, in the 50s when the first F1 championship was done, Ferrari were the only team that still are there today and started it. But what they've had to do is innovate throughout the times. So that's something that Enzo was really, really passionate about bringing into his company. And they're still there to this day. It's still the legacy that he's got. They innovate all the time and stay in front. You know, and they're still winning championships and they're still winning. They've got to keep that edge. And that is something that's really important to them. And it's really important to keeping them in front. The biggest one for me culturally that Enzo, that really was important to him was success. He always wanted to succeed. He always wanted to win. And he brought that winning culture into Ferrari. They don't like to lose. And whether like it or not, that's part and parcel of, I want to be successful in everything that I do. You know, that's something that I'm proud of. It's something I'm very adamant that happens. And if I put myself forward for something, then I've got to not so much win it, but I've got to do as best I can. And if I do, that's as best as I can do. But Ferrari a bit different. Enzo was very much success and winning and winning and winning. And that sort of is exactly, if you don't win it, don't enter. There was one of his quotes that if we can't win this, I'm not interested. You know, so, and that's how, from a cultural point of view, that's been brought into Ferrari. So if that car isn't the best, I'm not putting it out and it wouldn't go out. And if that car design isn't as good as I think it is, it ain't going anywhere. Now that's something to really ponder on. And Ferrari really bring that through, really bring it through. You can tell the Ferrari F40 is amazing. What a car. It even looks sexy on wheels. And however much I don't like my cars to a point, that's what I've understood. But the culture within Ferrari is amazing. And the question to you today is, what culture have you got in your company? And if you've got a great culture, brilliant, share it. But what person really within his company really you can resonate to? Have a great day. My book review tomorrow. My 5 is done. Have a great day and crack on. Crack on.